I work at an alliance in the San Francisco Bay Area, an alliance of community groups, and we have been doing coaching and training with SMTs since I think 2019. And the partnership with SMT has really built up my confidence in digital organizing, both in terms of specific tools, like working with YouTube ads and placing those, and like thinking through how to create the most effective digital organizing strategy. So with the tools, but also with the overall infrastructure and strategy. I've found that coaching in addition to training or watching recordings is really helpful to be able to get practice, and actually do the things myself, work out kinks as they come up so that the learning really sticks. I've also found that, SMT coaches and trainers are very humble and like oriented to listening to our needs, which is really helpful. And is not the case with necessarily other trainers and consultants that I've worked with. So their orientation is really about building up your organization's skills and infrastructure rather than like doing it for you. In addition, because I was hearing about what coaching had brought up for the other organizations in our network, it helped us know what to offer in terms of other custom trainings or other like group coaching sessions for the network. So they, for example, helped us set a goal to offer additional data to our groups beyond the regular voter database that we were using. And so that's a big change that we're making, and that'll make our outreach a lot more effective, broader and deeper as well. And they've also done trainings for us on different CRMs, so database and organizing platforms, to figure out how we can use them better and choose ones that are really working for our organizations. The coaching and training has been really helpful on multiple levels.
This is Ruth Nachirija from Rising Women Uganda. I work as a communications and community engagement person at Rising Women Uganda. At Rising Women Uganda, we support movement building for ordinary women groups at grassroots levels as an organization. But together with other organizations, we join and support campaigns against oppression. We are working towards achieving a time where these women movements across the country can rise up to simultaneously to change a similar point of oppression. This could be police brutality, early marriages, child abuse, all domestic violence. Since we've got a coach, Philip has been really a good coach to us. Our approach has been different. The plain Twitter handle that we had is now strategically growing now. In the coming weeks, we are going to be using it to champion a campaign against early child marriages in our communities. We are choosing this campaign because this is one of the challenges faced by the communities in all these areas where the groups are right now. And tomorrow we have scheduled a 1 hour working on Twitter plan with our coach, Philip. And we can't wait to materialize this thing. It's high time we use our numbers of visibility and mobilize supporters to our campaign. We have also developed a digital security protocol during the period for all our staff. Today, on a bare minimum, our staff should have 2-factor authentication on their work email and a strong password. Using VPNs on our devices, especially when connecting to public networks, which is highly discouraged lately in our country. We have also adopted the use of private browsing as a way to minimize our digital footprint. On several occasions, we've also shared new tools with our coach to help us inspect them and check if they are safe to use before installation in our devices. So the coaching that I went through, it has really been grateful to us as rising women.
Yeah, hello everyone. My name is Katelyn Hemmeke. My pronouns are she, her. I'm the Development and Communications Manager at Hana Center in Chicago, Illinois. We work with a largely Korean American immigrant population, but also other Asian Americans and a growing Latinx population as well. And our organization provides both social services and community organizing. And so when we got the opportunity to do the SMT coaching, this was a really great opportunity for us because Hana Center is a merged organization. So we have a long history of two predecessor organizations, but Hana Center as a merged organization is pretty young. It's just turned 5 this year. The SMT coaching has been super helpful just in that even just starting with the assessment tool, it's super thorough. It made us, think about a lot of questions that we didn't even know to think about yet because because we're younger and our communication staff is newer. And the coaching in particular has been helping us tackle 2 really big issues for us right now. Number one being our activist pipeline and how we continue to bring in new supporters and organizers. Because as a younger merged organization, we're really, now that we're kind of on our feet, we really want to work on growing our base even further and making sure we're really effectively reaching both our audiences and the folks that we want to actually join us on the ground in our campaigns. And the other being our CRM. We use Every Action, and I think I came in a little bit late, but I heard Irene talk about this a little bit as well. We've been struggling to make the best use of our CRM, and so we started working with Jack from SMT on kind of cleaning up our database, sorting out our lists, and kind of working out just the kinks in Every Action. So that's been extremely helpful. I think one of the biggest things I've really appreciated is with everyone we've worked with so far. So Jack and also Kevin on the call here, is just the time and like thoughtfulness they really put into the coaching sessions. They've really taken the time to like learn us and our work, and kind of get to know what our needs are and work with us to address the challenges that we're having. So we really appreciated it. It's been really wonderful working with them.
Good evening, everyone. So my name is Mark Ninga from Nairobi. I'm the digital assistant. I'm the digital media assistant officer from GALC. GALC is, again, Lesbian Coalition of Kenya. And what I can say is SMT came at the right time because, first of all, we are heading to the election period. And secondly, as GALC, we are also rebranding. So I can say Joska actually really, they came in at the right time because Joska actually worked with me throughout the entire steps. Actually, after every class, they actually, actually came to talk to me if I've learned anything, if I haven't, just catching up with me, and also gave me a template to put our Twitter followers. That's just realizing the analytics and the growth of the company. And also what SMT taught me is the use of hashtags. I actually didn't know about that because actually I just recently came into the role as the digital media person for GALC. And yeah, it's been a journey, and I really appreciate everything Joska and SMT as a whole taught me. A practical example I can give is actually just this week, somebody, Kenya, we're actually heading to the election in August, right? So actually somebody, what can I say, smeared our name in some sort of way and said, as GALC, as the Gay and Lesbian Coalition of Kenya, we are backing up a politician. And like once that news is out, everybody wants to be on our neck because, first of all, LGBT rights in Kenya isn't a thing. So once you put our name out there, it's just a mess. So I can say the use of hashtags and also people just retweeting our things actually really helped and just actually calm down the whole situation, because it could have blown up. But yeah, here we are, and I'm so glad for SMT's help. Thank you.
Good afternoon. My name is Caroline McCoy, and I'm the Vice President of Programs at the Woods Fund Chicago, and my preferred pronouns are she, her, hers. And as I've mentioned, the Woods Fund is based in Chicago, Illinois, but I'm actually living in Nairobi for the next 3 months. So hopefully I can meet some of you that are on the ground here. But anyways, the Woods Fund, we fund grassroots organizations that draw on the power of community and are engaging in community organizing and public policy advocacy to address structural racism and economic injustice. And so I thought it might be a little bit, just a little helpful to provide context about our partnership with SMT, and I can frame how that partnership began. So we had been and have been hearing from our grantee partners about the needs for supports around digital organizing and advocacy. And so with the events of the last couple of years, both with the realities of adjustments that we've had to make because of COVID, and the challenges many community organizing groups have faced in communicating, congregating, and mobilizing community members, we identified SMT to provide training and coaching to grantee partners as they were moving their operations and communications to more digital formats. So in 2021, we kicked off our first cohort with a small group of about 13 grantee partners that we identified with SMT. And the first cohort included an in-depth assessment of the organization's current practices. There was regular coaching and technical assistance sessions every 2 to 4 weeks, access to a library of 70 plus hours of digital organizing courses, small group digital organizing trainings, and a few of our grantee partners actually requested to participate in SMT's digital campaigning certificate program. And so we decided, because we heard such great things from our grantee partners in that first cohort, that we would do another cohort this year in 2022, because we also wanted to continue to be responsive to the needs of our grantee partners. The one adjustment that we made in offering the program this year is, in addition to the coaching, the assessments and coaching, we're also now including the certificate program, which covers up to 30 topics on digital campaigning through recordings, live sessions, and assignments, and then provides a level 1 certificate. And as you heard from one of our grantee partners who happens to be on the call, hi, Katelyn, we've heard really good things from our partners about just being able to participate in this, specifically around the individualized coaching and training specific to the needs of our grantee partners, and also access to the numerous training courses. And one thing that we love to hear as a funder is that SMT has a strong grantee-focused way of working, which for us as the funder is really aligned with our own practices and approach. So we're really grateful for this partnership and hope to continue this partnership with SMT.